Greetings, and welcome to another edition of Seamless Style, powered by Polo Ticks and Polaroids. I'm your host, Mr. Parker. So, this episode is going to be dedicated to my favorite shirt, which is the rugby shirt. Now, most of my favorite rugbies are actually from the unfortunately, tragically now defunct Rugby Ralph Lauren line. But my rugby collection is also Polo Blue Label, and there's even a purple label rugby in my collection. So the rugby shirt is just what it sounds like. It's a shirt that rugby players used to wear on the pitch. That's what they call the field of play. It's a shirt that they used to wear. It's usually long sleeve, padding in the elbows and in the shoulders. It's usually a collared shirt with a 3 or 4 placard with buttons in the front. Sturdier than your, polo or tennis shirt. It's thicker, sturdier, built to withstand people pulling on it and jerking on it. They also had, team logos on it, stripes, various color blocks, nice shirts, and they became popular as far as wearing outside of actually playing rugby. Fast forward to today, most rugby teams are wearing performance gear now. They still have some nice, flashy colors going on some of their kits. That's what they call a uniform. But for the most part, the actual rugby shirts that we love, they don't even wear those to play in anymore. Quick piece of history, how I got started wearing rugby shirts. So, as I stated before, I started working for the brand Ralph Lauren in June of 2014. Somewhere early on, I would probably say it was maybe September or October, because it would have needed to be cold enough to wear a rugby shirt. One of my homegirls, one of my buddies, she came to work one day and she had on a rugby shirt with a Oxford under it. She didn't have any neckwear on, but she had an Oxford on under it. She had her shirt tail hanging out in the front and the back. The rugby fit her perfect. It was the perfect length. It was the perfect width. It wasn't too baggy or anything. And I was like, I like that. And I told her, I said, yo, that looks good. And that's how I kind of got started with the rugby shirts, because I didn't own any rugby shirts, and I had been a collector at that point for about 4 years. So, but I didn't own any rugby shirts. My first rugby shirt, to be honest, I think it's one of the ones that I'm showing you today. Matter of fact, I know it is. So you'll see that one in a minute. But my first rugby shirt, grabbed it, threw on the Oxford under it, did some research, saw where, people like to wear the bow ties or the neckties under. So I threw a necktie on and skedaddled to work. And man, the rest is history. I was comfortable. I liked how it looked. It wasn't too dressy. It wasn't too casual. It was right there down the middle, almost a smart casual, almost. But yeah, I loved it. So man, I started going crazy, man. I started going crazy buying the rugbies, and to this day, I'm still copping rugbies. For example, this beauty here, I got this from an Instagram vendor. Good price on it too. Got this. It's a rugby by Rugby Ralph Lauren, but of course what drew it to me was that it tied in the front instead of the buttons. Same as this Norway here. That's what drew me to this Norway. That and the fact that it was a country rugby. I do have an affinity for the country rugbies. I could use a lot more than what I had. But yeah, so the green and white stripes being vertical was something else that attracted me. It's got the number 16 on the back in blue. Your traditional white stiff collar It's an extra large vintage slim fit. There's no vents on the side. It's a true rugby shirt. I like the logo as well. You don't see the dragon logo too often. So, but yeah, I just got this one. I threw on, man, I don't even know what shirt I'm wearing. Oh, I threw on my herringbone dress collar, spread collar dress shirt. I threw on this this wine bow tie with white and green stripes on it. And then I threw on these polo white chinos. I know it's a little early for white, but hey, it's supposed to be 64 degrees tomorrow here in North Carolina. I wish we could get weather like they get in Buffalo, but I digress. White chinos, distressed and repaired, and then they have rugby memorabilia type screen printing all over. It's a stencil type, almost like yearbook pants. So yeah, threw these on, and then footwear wise, I'm just wearing some white canvas sneakers today. So, oh, and I got my patchwork, my Rugby Ralph Lauren patchwork driving cap on the top of my head, the top off. Look, and I'm ready to rock and roll. I can go and run errands. I can go sit down and have a nice lunch somewhere, or I can go hit the pitch and score 2 or 3 tries running your ass over, like my daughter used to do. Yeah, my daughter used to actually play rugby. She played rugby in high school. That's how tough my family is. But seriously, so what we'll do today is we're just gonna do a few rigs. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do 4. I'm gonna do 4 outfits today. And yes, these are some of my favorite rugbies from my collection. So I'm gonna do some rugbies on the rigs today, show you some different ways to style. Y'all ready? All right, this is the very first rugby that I ever purchased. This is the first look we'll do today on the rig. So this is the iconic navy and gold striped rugby shirt from Rugby Ralph Lauren. We have the wide rugby stripes here, and like I said, navy and gold. But you also have the iconic skull and bones with Rugby FC in between each section here. This is one of the most iconic of the rugby shirts. It also has rugby and RFC here on the sleeve as well. What I did with it, I paired it with a white dress shirt. I paired it with a blue and white striped, narrow white striped rep tie. Now, why did I do that? Because I didn't want to OD on the yellow and blue. So I got the yellow and blue rep stripe belt here, and I got the blue with the chalk white striped dress pants. So when I do it with the dress pants, I always do a full tuck with my rugby and my layered dress shirt. Now, not wearing dress pants like I am here, only did the 2-finger tuck. Let my tail hang in the back. Sometimes, depending on the fit, depending on what shirt I'm wearing and how it fits under, I could even let my shirt tail hang out below the rugby. But here, I want it to be a little dressier, so I tucked my shirt in with a full tuck. Now, I'm showing it with the rugby collar down, but if you want to give it that pretentious look, pop your collar like so. And then what you do as far as footwear is I have a brown loafer with tassels. It's nice and clean. That's what I would rock with this. It's about the same color brown as the leather on this belt here, so it complements the belt well also. But yeah, this is the most iconic rugby that rugby made, and this particular color palette is by far the most iconic of all the color palettes that rugby shirts come in from the world of Ralph Lauren. All right, so this is outfit number 1. Let's move on to the next outfit. Now this entire look here is very fun for me. Okay, It's definitely a spring look. Maybe the rugby may be a little too thick for summer. It really just depends. Because let me explain. I'm a big fan of rugby shirts, but I'm also a big fan of most, if not all, things nautical. This gives me the best of both worlds. This particular rugby came out last year on RalphLauren.com, and it has this wonderfully huge yet majestic logo in the middle here. It's got the Polo Ralph Lauren written here. It's got the nautical flag in red and blue, gold crown, the majestic leaves, New York here in the banner. Man, this thing is gorgeous, gorgeous. It's based in white with blue and red stripes. The back, I have to. You don't have to. You don't want to. But I have to wear it with the collar flip because it's got that Ralph Lauren Yacht Club lettering on the back with that nautical design. Oh man, this thing here is just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Anyway. So, say I'm jumping on the yacht with a few friends, or say I'm going to an all-white yacht party, which there's one down here every year. I know of a few up in New York. Say I'm going to one of those events. This is probably going to do it right here. This particular rugby, white dress shirt, red with blue striped bow tie with nautical flags all over. Throw on my driving cap in navy by Rugby with the nautical flags on it. And then my white slim fit cargo denim, and they're white. Whew. Now you're talking about a look. I didn't put a belt on here, but I have a blue and white striped ribbon belt to go perfect. I also have a couple of all over nautical flag belts. I could possibly do that. It just depends. I don't feel like any of those belts would OD, but it's possible. I had to put the belt on and see. Now, shoes. I have several options. I have a navy pair of boat shoes. I have a red leather pair of boat shoes. I have a pair of shoes that don't really go with the theme of the look, but these shoes would look so good with this outfit, I would bypass that particular unwritten rule and just roll with it. I got a pair of white drivers, all white drivers, and they have a ribbon across the vamp. It's red and blue. It would just put everything in focus if it ain't already there for you. But depending on the circumstance. Now let's say it's the same type of weather and it's the same type of vibe, but let's say it's just brunch. You know what I mean? Just say I'm going out to brunch or something. I may ditch this and go with a ball cap, go with one of my dad caps, but my Yacht Club ball cap. So it's got the cross flags here, the number 9. It's got PRL Club, Cruiser Team, 3-Pier, Division 22nd. And then it's got RLYC Sailing Team Event, Snipe Class 067 on the back. It's just true nautical. I might do that, you know, if I'm not actually getting on a boat, but maybe I'm by the pier. Maybe I'm just hanging out having a drink somewhere. I don't know, but you know, this look right here is classic. I love it. And this would be the only reason I would look forward to consistent 65 to 70 degree days, because I hate heat, I hate spring, I hate summer. But since I don't have a choice, this would be something that I would be like, all right, I'll go out for the day since I can rock something like this. All right, let's move on. Okay, for our next look, we have another one with that gold and blue theme in it. Again, like I've said, you know, that's the most common color palette when it comes to a rugby, right? Let's start at the bottom though. Shoe-wise, I'm probably gonna go with a wingtip or a brogue. I I want to have something a little dressier on my feet than a sneaker. So I'm probably going to go with a wingtip or a brogue. All right. Bottoms. I got a pair of chinos here by Rugby Ralph Lauren. This is not the Polo Blue Label version, which I also have those. But this is the Rugby Ralph Lauren version. Skull and bones all over. Keep with the theme of rugby, football, etc. All right. I threw on the new corduroy jacket with the varsity theme on it. Bronx Lions. Got your lion here. Football New York 67. Football stud here. All right. Now our rugby. It's a beautiful piece. It's Lakers yellow, and it has blue lettering, RLFC, Rugby Ralph Lauren Football Club. I'm sorry, but it is by Rugby Ralph Lauren, and it's got a crest in the center in between the two letters, with it actually looks like a griffin as opposed to a lion, but you know, all the same family. All yellow. And then it has like a slate blue, almost a dark chambray or even an indigo collar here, which is unique. You usually see the traditional white collar. White dress shirt, and then I went with the color block with my favorite colors for my favorite collegiate colors. Green, yellow, blue, and red. On the back of the jacket, you know, it says Bronx Lions, RL67. On the back of the shirt is the number 7, huge number 7, and then above it is flanker. That's a position in the actual sport of rugby. So when you sit down and you take your jacket off, you still have a lot of conversational piece, a lot of conversation going on with the rugby here. So headwear, if it's me, I'm probably going to throw this on just to complete the whole collegiate look with the Bronx Lion / Griffin. And this is actually a two-headed monster here, which is pretty cool. But I throw that on my head more than likely. And it's a heavy wool cap. So it definitely goes well with the corduroy jacket. But yeah, this is a pretty cool. You know, it's funny, just like the white Yacht Club one. I haven't busted the tags on that yet. I bought this pre-owned, I think off of eBay a couple of years ago, and I have yet to wear it. But I really like it. The real reason I haven't worn it is because I need to get it sized. I'm gonna have to take it to my tailor and get it sized. It was one of those pieces that, when I bought it, and by the time I got ready to wear it, I had lost a little bit more weight, and it was swallowing me up. So I just haven't had a chance to wear it, but I can't wait to wear it. I'll probably be able to get everything done and sport this bad boy here before the weather really breaks. Still got another month or so. But let's go on to our last rugby for the episode. Now, one of my favorite things to do with a rugby shirt is to use it as a layering piece, ergo throwing a blazer on over top of it. Gives it that real Ivy look, that real 60s prep Ivy style trad, you know, that whole little thing mixed up. Gives it that real good look, you know what I mean? Makes me feel like, you know, I'm an All-American at Yale or something. Anyway, this is one of my favorite rugbies of my collection. It's a vintage Rugby Ralph Lauren rugby. Has a giant R with a football logo here, a couple of stripes here. It's trimmed in white. It's a true Letterman R here. White collar, college green. I love these green and white stripes only on the sleeve. I think that was a pretty effective touch. It also has leather elbow patches, which you know I'm a fiend for. Paired it here with a pair of my heavy wool dress pants, herringbone. That's why I did a full tuck. Belt is college green and French navy, ribbon belt with the leather centerpiece. Probably would do some brown loafers, you know, that's my go-to. On the back is the number 15 in white. It's really big on the back. Paired it here with a white shirt, and then this tie here it's like a rugby royal, maybe a half shade darker, but it has Kelly green stripes on it, and it has all over crest. So completes the full collegiate look. Take the rugby blazer, and boom, that's a look. That's definitely one of my looks there. That's definitely something I would do. Herringbone, my tan herringbone driver to complete the look on my head, and we out the door. We ready to rock and roll. I can wear this anywhere. I can wear this to my job. I can wear this to run errands. I can wear this to hang out with some of my partners, whatever. This is a definite go-to look. I can interchange this look with almost any rugby that I have over there in my collection. But this would probably be my first choice because I love this rugby. Little Hennessy and Coke for a nightcap. But anyway, that's another episode in the books. So get in the comment section and just tell me, I guess, about your favorite rugby shirt. There's at least 1,967 rugby shirts, so I'm sure I did not cover your favorite shirt today. So tell me about your favorite shirt. Get in the comment section. All right, hit that like, hit that subscribe, tell a friend. We here. And remember, artists paint pictures, haters paint narratives. Y'all have a good one.